Eclipses activate your soul's deepest purpose to grow and expand in the consciousness of love. They can therefore bring about experiences that powerfully accelerate the evolution of your consciousness. This full blood moon lunar eclipse is going to be doing just that. From the lunar eclipse's peak on May 15th and 16th through around May 29th, we'll be on a journey of deep soulful discovery, of emotional release, and of death and rebirth. Dial in, because these just might be the most important angel messages you'll hear all year. The full blood moon lunar eclipse is in the sign of Scorpio. This is an energy of powerful emotions and massive personal transformation. It's likely that you'll have already been experiencing heightened emotional sensitivity for many days leading up to this eclipse. The reason for these emotions is that the collective spiritual energy is essentially purging out the things that no longer serve you. This is especially true of unresolved conflicts and unhealed wounds. If you're carrying around baggage like this, then your spirit is basically going to ask you to face, cleanse, and heal it now. So if you find yourself processing emotions, listen to the deep voice inside your heart. Within each and every one of our hearts, there lies a wise and powerful inner voice of truth. When you're having strong or uncomfortable feelings, breathe deeply and pause to communicate with your heart. Ask gentle, loving, curious questions like, what are you feeling right now? What do you need from me? Or, what or whom do I need to forgive in order to heal? Then, simply listen to your heart's voice with loving acceptance and compassion for all aspects of yourself. When you listen to, validate, and truly see yourself with unconditional self-love, you naturally heal. And healing is what will help you to transform, step into your power, and experience the greater comfort, safety, and peace that this moon cycle can bring you. Now, as you're processing these big emotional shifts, the angels would also like to guide you to ask your heart and spirit, in what ways am I being guided to change? This blood moon eclipse is going to close the door on an old chapter of life. This is a time for experiencing completion, closure, and endings. But remember, all deaths are followed by a rebirth, and despite the challenge these transformations can bring, they will put you exactly where you need to be. So don't be afraid to make a big change. You will rise from the ashes of whatever it is you're releasing into your true and highest form. A stronger and more authentic version of you is being born now. And all you need to do to usher that empowered you into being is to give your awareness, willingness, and trusting alignment to whatever changes are now coming your way. With this guidance in mind, let's pull some oracle cards to go deeper into the angels' guidance for this eclipse cycle. Today, I'm working with the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. As always, I'm going to pull 3 cards, all of which will apply to your path ahead. However, I want you to pick a number 1, 2, or 3 now. No need to overthink it, just go with whatever number you're most naturally drawn to first. That number is going to represent the card with your leading soul lesson for the path ahead. Ready? Let's dive in. Our first card is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. Beautiful. So right away, I'm receiving strong reassurances from the angels that all of those strong, vulnerable feelings and life changes you're likely to go through right now are leading you towards healing. That healing It's leading you to deeply and powerfully root into joy and inner peace. You see, under this blood moon, Venus, the planet of love, the heart, sensuality, and creativity, will be aligned with Chiron, the planet that represents the wounded healer. This planetary combination is incredibly purifying and healing. It is channeling powerful divine feminine, maternal healing and nurturing into your every wound. Soothing energies will be flooding the wounds of your past and helping you to transcend the false identities you formed as a result of those wounds. According to the angels, literally anything and everything can be healed without exception. With God, all things are possible, and that leaves nothing out. The key to that healing is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the act of letting go of pain and fear. It is the act of choosing to no longer hold pain and fear up around you like a defense system against the world, and instead to stand defenseless and therefore without blockages or barriers before the divine. When you forgive, you reset your alignment with divine love and allow the miracles of divine love to flow through you and uplift your life. That is the kind of healing you are being set up for now. So hold hope and trust in the changes. Our second card is Magician and the Mirror. Magician and the Mirror. Wow, this card is bringing a super powerful message, and it's all about relationship soul lessons. Let's start by talking about mirroring. Mirroring is something that occurs in our relationships when another person acts as a mirror to help you see something within yourself that you need to acknowledge, understand, or heal. In fact, when you're feeling triggered by another person, this is most often because they are mirroring something within you that you are uncomfortable with. They are revealing something you've hidden from yourself in your shadow, or rather in the unconscious part of your mind. The longer you resist or avoid that tension, the stronger it can become and the more painful it may be to release. So, my strongest guidance to you is to spend time acknowledging your triggers. Explore the emotions that are coming up in your relationships. Ask yourself where those emotions are coming from and what or whom you need to forgive in order to reclaim your feelings of inner safety, security, and peace. Your angels will help you to find the answers and the healing you need, so call them in and give them permission to guide your understanding of the deep voice of your heart. I'm going to get vulnerable here for a second and share an example of mirroring with you. Like many of you who are very spiritually sensitive, I've been feeling the energy and emotional sensitivity of this moon building up for many days now. And during this time, I happened to attract the resurfacing of an old conflict in a relationship with one of my childhood friends. Now, this childhood friendship happened to be with someone with whom I haven't really been in touch with all that much over the last decade, but still, it's someone that was such an important part of my life during my younger years that I will always deeply love her. This relationship matters. I invited this old friend to an event. She couldn't go, which was totally fine, but instead of telling me she couldn't go, she ignored me instead. She ignored me because she is conflict phobic and has always had trouble with speaking her truth. So when I double checked with her to see if she could come, just to make sure I hadn't missed something and wouldn't be leaving her out, she got very upset and angry with me. I triggered her fear of conflict. And her behavior of ignoring me, then angrily rejecting my invitation, triggered my childhood wounds of feeling judged and rejected by my peers when I was bullied as a child. This friend never ever intended to make me feel that way, and I never ever intended to make her feel uncomfortable either. But something in us was just meant to trigger and mirror each other's past wounds. And when I asked the universe for healing for this situation, I got the message loud and clear that this was a powerful opportunity for both of us to release the stored energy connected to those old wounds. Sometimes we can store painful energy that is decades old without being aware of it. And this was a chance to become aware of it and release it. So this uncomfortable situation was in truth a blessing, because otherwise I never would have gone within to heal and free the part of my inner child that still held the wound of rejection and the fear of judgment. The angels guided me into forgiveness work and healing shadow work that has now resulted in my feeling lighter, safer, and more free than I did before the painful experience ever happened. The reason I share this with you is to inspire you to look for the deeper meaning in everything. Nothing surfaces in your life by accident. Take responsibility for the incredible power you wield in co-creating your life circumstances and your state of being by examining the beliefs, attachments, and feelings beneath what surfaces. I can guarantee you that when you offer forgiveness, compassion, and love to all that you meet within yourself, you will heal and you will step closer into your power. Because true power comes from love. And love grows when you offer it to yourself unconditionally and consciously, and when you make room for it by practicing forgiveness regularly. Our third card is Second Chakra, Archangel Ariel. Second Chakra, Archangel Ariel. The sacral chakra, or second chakra, is the energy center located in the middle of your pelvic region. It is the chakra associated with your sexuality, your relationship with your needs and desires, your relationship with your body, and your creative, vital life force. According to the angels, many people will be facing wounds related to sexuality, their bodies, or their creative voices. This is true at a collective level, particularly in the United States, where the abortion debates are triggering many people's sacral chakra-related wounds. And it's also happening at a personal, individual level of being too. Facing the wounds of the sacral chakra is not always easy or comfortable. It requires a lot of self-love, and self-love requires discipline. It requires repeatedly facing the fears and distortions of the ego with non-attachment and non-judgment. It requires forgiving that which has seemed to cause you harm in the past, or that which seemed to take your power from you. It requires faith, hope, and love that are enough to strengthen you to face some of the most vulnerable parts of your psyche. The brave, humble, disciplined inner work of self-love is sacred. According to Archangel Ariel, who appeared on this card and who is an angel of strength and courage, you are being guided to take back your power by facing and healing the wounds of your sacral chakra. So if you've suffered from sexual trauma or other forms of physical body trauma, then your angels and the universe are now helping you to heal it. If your creative voice was ever suppressed by fear, you are now being guided to heal and empower it. If you were ever shamed for your natural desires or your needs were ever invalidated, this is your moment to offer deep healing love to these parts of yourself so that you may restore the clear, brave inner voice that speaks your needs and desires. According to the angels, you are being guided to realign with the purity and perfection that the divine gave you. And remember, a gift given by the divine can never be ungiven. God doesn't contradict itself after all. And so your perfect alignment with absolute divine love and well-being is yours to discover within you always. This chapter of growth is ushering in the rise of the powerful, sacred feminine within you. This healing is giving way to the dawning of your natural, inner, intuitive wisdom. It is clearing the way for you to stand in your power and remember that your power can never be separated from you in divine truth. Because if that were true, then it would also be possible for God to be separated from you. You are never separate from God, for that would contradict the very nature of your existence. You are one with God and therefore one with all power now and always. You are the creative power of God expressing itself as the individual you are. And you have arrived at this message today because the divine within you is ready to help you remember that you are unlimited. That means nothing can stop you. Nothing is capable of defeating or truly harming you. You are one with all that God is, meaning you are one with infinite healing potential, and God holds nothing back from you. Take a deep breath, call in the angels, and claim that healing truth now. This is your rebirth into divine truth and therefore into the consciousness of love. Thank you so much for receiving these messages. If they resonated, leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. And if you're feeling called to go deep into your healing this lunar eclipse, then I highly recommend doing my lunar eclipse meditation, which I left a link for you below. It is my honor to be connected with you, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!